Name someone that think they know more than their parents. I see you.
Y'all see that whole medical degree in the back there? And I promise you, you all do that. My sons do that to me. I am a whole doctor, been through undergrad, medical school, life, decades older than them, and they just think they know everything more than I do. Are you out there doing that to the adults in your life? Listen to me. Let me give you a hack right now. The adults in your life know more than you do. And your life will be happier and better if you have them peep you to some game, teach you some life hacks of some of the things that they know. Let's just get right into it because they've got the answers. They do. Let's just talk about the first person, the first adult in your life that knows and has all the answers. Your teachers. Let's just talk about your teachers. You spend a lot of time at school with your teachers, and you're sitting there sometimes, she don't even know what she's talking about. Yes, she does. She has taught this class for decades. She understands the in and out of the class. Maybe the first time she started teaching geometry, she didn't really understand it and wasn't really skilled at explaining it to other people. But trust me, when you have been teaching something for a million times, when you've said the same thing over and over, day in, day out for years, something's going to sink in. Even if they are the worst teacher on the planet, they understand the subject, and it will be worth your while to go talk to them and get their understanding about the subject that you're taking their class from, that they're teaching. Don't just be, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. That's not how we do it nowadays. She does know what she's talking about. You're wrong. The adults have the information. And you know what? We're going to talk a little bit about some of the adults that are just straight up just on the wrong path. I promise you, I'll touch base on them a little bit. But before we do that, let's get into the second adult, which actually should have been first. My bad. Your parents. Your parents know more than you do. And if you are not going to them and talking to them about stuff, you are missing out on a whole lot of happiness. Your parents have lived an entire life so far with your DNA, the same DNA that is coursing through your body. They have at least like half is in your mom and half is in your dad. And they could peep you to some game on how to live life with that DNA, how to live life with those personality traits. Like, why are you always scowling at people in public like that? You know, they can help you kind of, like maybe you don't, or why are you always talking so much? Maybe you don't need to do that. This is how I got over it. Your parents can help you because they have gone through life with the same DNA that you have. And on top of that, if you got good parents, they love you and they want to see you winning. They are not going to lead you down the wrong path. Talk to them. Number 3, your grandparents. We talked about the parents. Let's just talk about the grandparents. The grandparents are even worse. They have lived life with them DNA. Yeah, maybe just a quarter of the DNA, but it's there. They understand. They have seen some stuff. They have struggled. They have overcome. They're still alive. And even if some of them are unhealthy, are on the verge of really not being with us anymore, they know some stuff. And most importantly, grandparents have no filter. They will give it to you straight, no chaser. And sometimes that is exactly how you need it to be. Your parents may cuddle you a little, oh, my little baby, can't say that. Or your teachers may be like, I don't want to lose my job because I won't say that. Grandparents, no. They are not under them restrictions. They are ready and willing to drop it on your lap, and you need to deal with it straight how it came. Take it. Be happy for their uncensored opinion on what you're doing. I know that sometimes it gets you right here. It's okay. Sometimes that is exactly what you need because you're trying to be a happy life. And if everybody else is just telling you what you need to hear or being very cautious and tiptoey around you, them grandparents will lay it out for you and you're going to need that. Your grandparents are a source of unimaginable, unquenchable, unimaginable, yeah, wisdom. Please utilize them. Number 4, your boss. And I tried to pick people that maybe that you all are coming in contact with. Yeah, I could have mentioned like lawyers and accountants and stuff like that. But what teenager is really running into a lawyer or accountant? Maybe some are, but the average Joe Smo teenager, no. But you'll have a boss, you'll have a grandparent, you have a parent, you'll have a teacher, your boss. Make sure you sit there at this boss's feet and learn the business. Understand what it is they know about finances, about being in charge of people. They understand personalities. You may think, oh, they're the worst boss ever, whatever. Even if they are, they know some stuff. Talk to them. Get the information. You happen to be there at the job anyway. They can tell you how to interact with people, how to deal with people that are just annoying or rude. They will be able to tell you and break it down for you on how to handle difficult situations because they have to deal with that as a boss. Your boss got the answers. Don't play. Number 5, your school guidance counselors, or what they call them now, CDCs, at least here in North Carolina, they call them career development coordinators. Is that what they call them at your school too? Well, when Dr. D. Nice was in high school, they referred to them as guidance counselors. These people know exactly how you can get to where you need to get to. The other day, I did a presentation at a school, not a school, but it was in front of about 600 public school students. I was talking to them about stress management. And I have a whole 3-part videos that talk about stress management. You can go back and watch it. I was talking to them about stress management. And then afterwards, I did answer some questions. And this young man came up to me. We didn't have time to get to his questions during the question and answer period. He came up to me and asked me, well, Dr. D. Nice, I would want to be a nurse. How do I become one? I'm not going to lie. I was a little distracted and I really should have answered his question better. Hey, dude, what's your name? Steven? I don't remember. No, we did. I don't think we traded names. You asked me the question and it's just, anyway, if you're watching, I asked everybody just to subscribe. If you subscribed and you're watching, this is how you become a nurse. I mentioned study hard and get a mentor. That's what I said. It was very general and vague. Your CDC, if you go and sit with her, she will tell you blow by blow by blow which school is the best, which school based on your grades that you have more of a chance of getting into, how many schools are in your area that have nursing programs, all of the stats. She or he will have that for you. Go talk to your CDC. Your CDC knows how to get you into the career that you will thrive in or want to be in. They'll tell you the steps, and after they tell you the steps, you can decide for yourself, well, that seems like a little more than I really bargained for. All them years of school, I got to do that? I don't know. But your CDC has the information. Go talk to them. Number 6, church clubs, leaders, sports, coaches, all of those things. There are adults that are in charge of these organizations that you are a part of. Do not let these people leave your presence without getting some of the information they have. You may look at them. Okay, let me tell you all a story before I go in there. There's this little girl at one of these churches that I've gone to. She, anytime she sees me, she's like scowls at me. Now, I don't know, maybe she has one of those RBFs, the faces that rests in a certain way. Maybe she has one of those, and I'm not talking about children, but for sure, she just looks at me very mean and scowl, never a smile, never anything kind. I'm like, what? Did I do something to this girl? I don't know. All the time. And to the point that when she's with her friends, I would see her kind of like looking at me like, there she go again. I understand. I got a lot of energy and I bounce around and I'll be like, hey, hi, how are you doing? I don't think I'm young. I'm an old woman. I'm just a friendly person. And anyway, I get paid to go and talk to large groups of teenagers. I have a channel where I talk to teenagers how to live their best life. And if she knew the person that was with her, she'd probably come and be like, hey, Dr. D Nice, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Can you give me some advice on how to make sure I get into school, or how I'm supposed to deal with this situation with my friend that's just like getting on my nerves, something. But no. She knows everything and she scowls at me every time she sees me. As a matter of fact, anytime I see it, it just kind of cracks me up. It doesn't make me sad in my spirit because, I don't care about these little kids like that. The people that want to connect with me and want the knowledge that I have connects with me. I don't care about those things, but it just makes me crack up when I see that. And actually, it was an inspiration for this video because I realized even my own children sometimes never really appreciate what's there. There's a word in the Bible that says a prophet is never accepted in their homeland. And that's the case. Don't be that person. There are prophets around you, your coaches, the people at church, your pastor, the clubs that you're in that know stuff. Do not be one of those people that ignore the resources around you because of various reasons. It could be hate. It could be you're convinced that they don't know anything, or maybe you know them too well. And that one time where they messed up, you're like, I knew they didn't know nothing. Do not miss out on your blessing by ignoring the people that are around you that have great information to help you just live your best life. And the last person I was going to talk about is your doctor. All y'all have a doctor. You have to go there at least once a year for a physical when you're in school. I mean, it's usually after high school that y'all don't see a doctor for a long time. You're in college running around, or you got stuff to do. Doctor who? What? That rhymed. Your doctor. Great information about how to take care of your body. And I understand that not a lot of doctors, as part of our training, we don't learn a lot about diet and exercise and stress management. But they have been alive on the planet for a long time. And maybe if they don't have extra training like I do on how to teach people how to eat well and move their body well, they do have some information. These are smart people that have gone through extensive training to become a physician. Utilize their expertise. If there's a medical condition that you want some more understanding of, fine, you can go to the Googler and get some basic information. Take that information to your doctor and have them expand on it, and respect their expertise in it, because they see it in and out. They see it, how it happens in different people. They can see when like an infection can show up differently depending on what the person is under the type. I was gonna slip into my whole medical jargon, the underlying illnesses or underlying etiology. Your doctor can look and kind of give you a broader picture of what is going on with you. Yeah, the Googler will just give you some information. It may not tell you how this information relates to you specifically. Trust your doctor's expertise. These are people that can really help you with your health and your wellness. Well, those are the 7 people. I said the teachers, your parents, your grandparents, your guidance counselor or CDCs, your doctor, your boss. Who else did I talk about? Oh, your church leaders or group or coaches or different clubs that you're in, the people that are in charge of it. All of these people are amazing resources for you. The adults in your life know a lot. Do not roll your eyes and think you know more than them. You don't. They've been on the planet longer than you have. Even the people that have totally screwed up and just their life is a hot mess, they can serve as a cautionary tale for you on what not to do. Do not discredit them. Find out information. Find out about where did their life go wrong. You can talk to them. And I promise you, most people, after they pass a certain age, they're happy to tell you some of the pitfalls and the mistakes that they have made. If you as a teenager come talking to people and say, man, and you like show interest, people will lay it out there for you, lay out to you the secrets of life, and you'll be far ahead of your friends. Trust me on this one. Do not separate yourself from the adults around you. That is my message. That's my message for today. It's a sermon, y'all. Hallelujah. Let me know in the comment section below, what's the best piece of advice that you've ever gotten from an adult, okay? Let me know. Share with each other, right? Yeah, sharing is caring. We're all here in this community learning together, growing together. Let me know in the